start to think about specific neighborhoods. I like the path of progress. So you might be asking yourself, what is the path of progress? Go back to where we talked about earlier. I want to see somebody else other than me going in and investing in this neighborhood or community. So, for instance, I'm in Cincinnati. One of those neighborhoods or communities is Norwood. Oddly enough, or coincidentally, if you go back to that first episode I mentioned earlier, Norwood and kind of it's called the Montgomery corridor. Well, all up and down that street in Cincinnati, there's a lot of development from Pleasant Ridge, Silverton, all these little sub-markets and neighborhoods. So if you just follow that street all the way up for miles, that's really where a lot of the path of progress is happening. And it's up along Route 71. So if you invest in that pocket, there's great opportunities because there's some funding that's happening there. Big developers are putting in new stores, new retail, new apartment buildings. So there's a lot of interest there. And part of it is quick and easy access to downtown. It also allows you to shoot up north if you're trying to get to, Columbus or the Dayton area.
Yeah.
So it's a great way to navigate. So you're
Well,
looking for
let me throw
things like
this.
that in the market. Yeah.
Let me throw this one out at you, just based upon what you said. And it's been years since I've been in Cincinnati, but back in the day, back when you were just a young buck, OTR.
OTR is smashing right now.
I know.
I think people have missed. I think now you've missed the boat unless you've got a different strategy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a little late for that now, but
it's like Harlem. It's like Harlem. If you didn't invest in Harlem, you missed the boat. Harlem 10 years ago was like OTR 10 years ago. And now, I just saw somebody sent something across my desk and I looked at it and I said, holy cow, this is gorgeous. They renovated all these units. Absolutely beautiful. I said, oh, hey, wait a minute. This is OTR. Yeah. This is over the Rhine. Like, holy cow. And right away, I'm telling you, John, right away, you and I think like my thought was, I missed the boat on OTR. Yeah.
Well, here's what you do, right? So the thing for me is, and going back to philosophy. So I'm not a guy who says you can or can't invest anywhere because I've seen people crush it in every kind of neighborhood, right?
Yep.
So for me, for our philosophy, we like value add. So the challenge for me with an OTR is that a lot of that value has already been abstracted, right? But if you are looking at something like that, what you may want to consider is just look just adjacent to OTR. What's that next neighborhood, right? What's that next neighborhood where that path of progress is taking place? And you can find that.
Would it be north of OTR?
Yeah, but north, I think is there I think that path is there, so you can certainly go north. If you look northwest though, there's a new stadium being built where FC Cincinnati is going to be playing. So I think if you start heading a little west, a little northwest, that's really kind of the next sprawling. But Northern Kentucky too. So, and again, there are pockets throughout the city. Any major market, it's not like there's just one neighborhood that, is growing. But you want to understand that path. What's driving it? What's pushing it? So if this with FC Cincinnati Stadium, there's certainly going to be some growth there. Let's go back to Chicago for a second. In Chicago, they're doing the Obama Library in South Shore. So there's been a lot of interest, a lot of intrigue about kind of the South Shore neighborhood. So you always want to understand that, but also don't get caught up in the hype where now you're just running and chasing some new development. You want to understand that, hey, this is going to be sustainable. There's going to be things that are driving this, not just for today or the next year or the next couple of years, but over the period that you plan on holding this property. That's what you look for. So that's what I kind of teach people when we talk about investing and what to look for in markets, is just really making sure you understand what's happening in that area to allow you to find the best places to invest.